Hey guys, it's XeqtR from the Tenn Os again. I'm bringing you another one of our kind of big endgame runs that we did since, like I said, in this, if you've watched the 7-hour survival, you'll know that most of us have kind of moved on from the game, and we haven't really played. You know, we might come back at some point, but we, I don't know, I guess we just kind of got uninterested after we set our own goals basically, and we had ran out of things that we find that are challenging to us. Anyway, so here's our 205 wave run on Outer Terminus. This was completed before that 7-hour survival, but it was still after the point of damage 2.0. So it's relevant in that fact because not much has changed. Well, there have been some changes, but I would say, you know, obviously the UI change that happened most recently, but in terms of big changes, obviously a lot of you are gonna say frost change. And so, I mean, a lot of you would be thinking, what's the point of this video? I mean, you know, you're showing me old frost, which doesn't help me because I'm sure a lot of you are wondering how you're gonna do end wave with the new frost nerf. I know that recently they changed it after the first nerf. They changed it now so it has that like 4-second immunity duration, I believe. And so I'm gonna kind of give you, since I'm the one who played Frost for all of our runs, I'm gonna kind of give you an idea of something that I would do if we were still running endgame. So maybe you guys can take this idea I have and apply it to your own. So obviously you're gonna want to put in, you're gonna want to spam globe on the immunity duration. I know that it has it to where it absorbs damage and that, you know, translates to its HP after the immunity drops. But as a player who, you know, this is like a 6-hour run, and I kept the globe up there like consistently every. I think I kept up 2 because railguns shoot through, but I like to play with absolute certainty. I don't want that small chance that something can get through and lose a run, because there's been runs where I've run for hours and then that one loss just completely, it's a terrible feeling, obviously, you know, like wasting your life almost. But so basically you're gonna want to spam the globe, I would say every 3 to 4 seconds, because that's when the immunity drops. And even if you overlap, honestly, it's better to be safe than sorry. So a lot of you will probably also say that's going to cause a lot of lag. The best thing I could suggest is, well, one, you're going to want to try to limit the duration as much as possible. So I would put the duration as low as you can, because or I would run, like, you know, fleeting expertise and stuff like that. Don't even put in duration mods. And I believe from what I've calculated, that's going to be like 12 seconds on a globe. So 4 seconds of immunity, 8 seconds not. With that, I think at one time, if you spam it every immunity, you only have about 4 to 5 globes up at a time, depending on if you use it every 3 seconds or 4 seconds. I would say if you're experiencing a lot of lag, I almost would even use it before the 4-second mark, just because you don't know with the cast time what would happen. The other thing is, a lot of you are probably going to be running like power strength because you think that's gonna somehow, you know, it absorbs more, and it seems good at first, but the thing I've learned with endgame is that you can't build for damage. You can't build, you know, you're not gonna have redirection.
We don't have vitality. We don't run those things in our survivals either, because at endgame everything one-shots. Like, you don't know how much damage it is, because, you know, that's not something that can be calculated with certainty, and so you always have to just assume that they have the ability to just one-shot you. Like, you have to stop thinking of it as a damage number, and that they can always one-shot you. And I know a lot of you are saying, well, they're gonna do that same damage into the globe, it's gonna absorb it, and then it would be able to withstand it after the immunity. But you don't know if, when you cast that globe, if there's, you know, 4 guys shooting it, and then by the time that ends, 8 guys are shooting it. That's double the damage, and it breaks the globe, and then you lose. So, like I said, I would absolutely play with just spamming on the immunity.
Like I said, keep the duration down. You shouldn't have too many globes up at one time. Plus the old ones hopefully will fall off. I haven't tested that. I'm sorry about that. I don't have a way of proving if that works or not. But hopefully the old globes that become unimmune will fall off with damage as the immune ones take its place. So maybe those globes will fall off and it'll be less laggy. Because I know that spamming multiple globes can, you know, drop your frames quite significantly. The other suggestion I have, this video is a bad example because I believe I messed up and used white, but the best energy color is black actually. Black makes it clear and it has less of these frost sickles going across the screen, so it definitely helps in frames, I would say. So basically, aside from frost, there's some other, you know, frames in this run also, so I'll talk about that as well. Firstly, we have Trinity. If you've watched the 105 wave, or maybe it was 100 wave, I'm sorry, Olympus wave Grenier run I did not too long ago, it's a video on our channel, I talked about the importance of an energy vampire Trinity. It's really great for a single target. It pretty much like can one-shot anything because it's also percentage based, just like Mag. If you've watched our 7-hour, you know that Mag is probably the most overpowered frame in the game. We tried to keep this a secret for a long time because, you know, we didn't want it to be nerfed, to be honest. But now that we're kind of quitting, you know, a lot of you are really gonna be like, oh, why are you getting it nerfed? Well, I'm not saying it will be nerfed, but who knows? But yeah. So anyway, basically Trinity is also percentage based on their HP. It also gives a lot of energy, obviously, and I think I don't know why we decided to run it. I believe that we figured we would be spamming a lot, and so the energy vampire, or no, I'm sorry, the energy siphons weren't going to be enough energy because we are running a Nova in this comp, and so I think we're spamming the like the M Prime and Polarize from the Mag a lot, and so we just figured that we might as well have as much energy as possible. Plus that Trinity slot is I would say almost like just an open slot that you could put anything in, as long as you're fine with using energy siphon, and then if you needed more energy you'd have to use plates. But so anyway, the other frame we're using obviously is Nova. Nova is just overall great frame. Obviously, you know, M Prime increases the damage dealt, but on top of that, of course, it also slows the enemies down, which is the biggest factor for why we've brought Nova to this, because at this kind of like level, well, right here we're at 10 FPS or lower, because we actually didn't host migrate at all. We have no lag reset in this entire thing, so we've gone, you know, 5 something hours without any sort of host migrate, and we're just basically scraping the bottom of the barrel, playing at 10 frames, waiting just to get to the wave amount we want so we can leave. But so yeah, like they are very fast despite the frames lag, which actually makes it worse for us because obviously the enemies don't have frames lag, so we have to fight them as they're coming in. They're at full speed, max speed, normal, and we're laggy. So M Prime is huge, and it's also crucial about the time you use it. Buri Buri is our Nova in this video, and what he does is he has to use it multiple times because obviously with the range and the way that units spawn is that they aren't all in one group. They come in like short little bursts of waves or so, and so you have to obviously reprime the ones that aren't coming in, because if you don't recast that prime consistently, there's going to be one that isn't slowed, and he'll be in this globe on the pod in a second. It's scary sometimes how close they get, and you can kind of see that in some places in this video too. So the other thing is timing your M Prime to work with Shield Polarize. As you guys saw with the video that Shively posted with his mag of this exact same run, where he was getting all those numbers with Shield Polarize. Shield Polarize it's based on, it does more damage when they're in a large group because it takes the shield away and does an AoE around that for that damage. So it's important with the M Prime to time it so you slow down that first wave and of like how they're spawning out with the bursts. You slow down that first group, and then as the second group comes up, you don't slow them until they reach that second group. And what that does is that then it puts them at both the same speed, obviously, and they're grouped up, and then Shield Polarize comes in. So Shiv Elite isn't just spamming Shield Polarize non-stop with no thought about it. He's not just face rolling it. We're actually coordinating groups of enemies to Shield Polarize to kill them down easier, because it makes the wave go faster, it makes it more efficient, and it just makes it do more damage. It obviously just makes it easier. So that's definitely how I would do it with Shield Polarize. In terms of weapon mods, I think it's the same thing as what I said in our 7-hour survival. I would use Viral because none of them have shields. The techs and the crewmen are gonna all be flesh. The MOAs are robotic, but I mean, I don't know, they haven't really been a problem for us. I think that I believe we modded our pistols to be a different mod. So like I think my rack is for robotic, and my Dara is for viral. But with Shield Polarize killing everything, and Trinity's energy vamp, which is basically just a guaranteed kill on anything as long as you do high strength, low duration. It just does like a 4-second high energy burst of damage. You can pretty much kill anything regardless of the damage types. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoy these last bit of videos that we're putting out of all our big runs as we kind of move on from the game, and hopefully someone else can take our place and do some big records. We'd love to see that. So thanks, guys.
There he is, he's down. Not bad.
Oh, good job, guys. We should be just under 6 hours.
Daily first win bonus award.
I got 4 million bonus XP on
Oh
mag.
shit, I should have taken a screenshot of that. And I did not.
What? I don't believe the percent on damage done. There's no way. There is absolutely no way.
Oh man.
No.